Alright guys, I've been busy this afternoon. I've been taking all the little cloves off of my bulbs of garlic and getting them ready to go in the garden. I'm supposed to be planting this garlic a couple weeks before our first frost date for the fall. However, tomorrow is our estimated first frost date here in zone 7B, and it's 80 degrees out today. So our frost looks like it will be late, which I'm not complaining. It allows me to get these guys in the ground in the correct timing. I purchased some hardneck garlic from Baker Creek. It's called Russian Red. And I also have some soft neck garlic from the grocery store. So I'm going to be placing these in a very special spot in my garden, right next to my Brussels sprouts. And I'm excited to get these guys going. So this is the hard neck, the Russian Red. That's what the cloves look like. And then the soft neck, it's just your classic looking garlic from the store. So let's head out into the garden and get that going. This will probably go in my compost. So I've got this really handy dandy seeding square that I'm going to be using to plant the garlic. I need to plant about every 4 inches on center. So I'm gonna go with these red dots here. This thing came with a dibbler, which is basically a little stick that helps you poke down through the center of the hole here and make the perfect hole for planting your seeds. I'm only going to be using my substitute dibbler here, my Sharpie marker, to be marking the spot where I'll drive the garlic down in about 1 inch to 1.5 inches deep. This obviously isn't big enough for my cloves of garlic, but it will help me eyeball the correct spacing. So I'm going to put this bad boy to work for me. So I've used my seeding square to help me get a good 4 inch between each hole here. Now I'm only using these holes as a guide for where I'm going to be shoving the cloves down in. Obviously they're not big enough to fit each clove, but I've just loosened the soil a good bit, so I should get pretty good spacing because of this seeding square. Okay, when I place the cloves in the ground, I'm going to do pointy side up and the root side down, just like this, 1 to 2 inches into the ground. The first thing the garlic is going to do while it's still warm out like this is place down really good roots, and then as it gets colder it'll kind of go dormant, and as soon as it's ready to sprout, given the conditions, we'll start getting those green tops. So, like I said, pointy side up, rounded side down, about 4 inches apart on center. Okay, you can see pretty well here my spacing and where all of the garlic cloves got shoved down in. All 10 heads of garlic got put into about 4 square feet with a little bit extra here at the top. So as you can see, you can really densely plant these things to get the most out of your garden space. Now I've got to plant the soft neck. I believe I have a little bit fewer or less of those cloves. I'm going to mark it out on this with this seeding square and repeat the process. have you got here, Addie? What's the bunny poop good for? What are you doing today? And then what?
Then we can plant more beans.
Well, the beans aren't going to be until after winter. But you can amend it with bunny poop, and then maybe we can place onions back here. All right, sounds good.